Hey guys, today we are making an origami glider. Remember, have fun, enjoy yourself and get creative. So chuck us a sub if you want to remember where to find it. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a glider. Now this glider is super special because it was taught to me by my brother. Now we're going to start off by we need a square. Now I don't have a pair of scissors. You could use scissors to make a square, but I'm going to show you how to just rip or fold and rip to make sure you've got your square. So start by creating a triangle because that's going to give us our square piece of paper, and we're just going to get rid of that extra bit there. Now to do that, I like to just fold it over and crease along that line that creates the square. I start pretty carefully because obviously we want to try and get it as square as possible. And then once I've got my fold, really get in there with your nail. And what I do is I will actually fold it and crease it on two sides because that's going to weaken the piece of paper and make it nice and easy to tear. So once you've done it and creased it up nice and good, make sure you put your finger down and hold it tight just to get the rip going, and follow the rip down with your finger so you don't trash your entire piece of paper. Now we need the second piece. We actually need to use it for the tail, so we're going to fold it in half again because the tail only needs to be half the size of the piece we removed. So again, I don't have any scissors on me, so I'm just going to create a good fold. Use my nail to make sure the paper is nice and weak, and once again I'm just going to pretty much use my hands to tear down the line. So again, keep your fingers hard and tight and then move your hands down as you're tearing it apart. Now we only need the one piece, and the other piece can be dumped in the bin. And we're just going to fold this one in half, and that will be our tail ready to go. And we'll just fold it down and then we'll pop her over to the side, ready to go. Now we need to fold this into the opposite triangle as we did before, because we want to make that square. And if you've seen some of our other videos where we do base fold number 1, and for those of you that have done this before, it's the base for making water bombs and many other origami models. But as you can see, we're going to pull the sides in ever so gently so that we can fold the top down and create what we know as base fold number 1. There we go, look at that. Too easy. I say that, but it does take a bit of practice. But once you've got it, you're away. Now, look at that. So again, if you don't or not used to it, you can see how that fold comes together. Now we're going to take the corner and fold it up to the top, and again there's another cheeky little fold in here which you'll need to keep an eye on just to make sure you can see what we're doing. And again, as I always do, use your nails, run them across the folds, because it just makes life so much easier when you're trying to create layers of folds on top of each other. Now we'll just create a little triangle now. This is where we're going to need to do that first, or that next kind of tricky fold. You can see that I've got the fold one way, and then we're going to fold it the opposite way. And again, make sure that the creases are really good. Now this is where it's interesting because we need to create a bit of a, well, you watch. So I'm going to put my thumb in there and push the two outside bits in because we're creating a little mountain fold. You see that? And if we gently push that down and then squeeze it together, we get that little awesome mountain. Look at that. It does take a bit of practice, but once you've got it nailed, again, it can be used on so many different things. Now we just need to repeat the same on the other side. So once again, we're doing the two folds to create a little triangle in the middle, which we can then kind of almost pinch together to become our little mountain fold. So hopefully that makes sense. And once again, I'll show you again. Push your thumb in there. Use your fingers to pull the other bits of paper into the side to create that mountain fold. Look at that. Easy. Now this is great because this is what we're going to use to lock the tail into this glider. This is where the magic happens. Right, so the tail is ready to go, and that will go inside the top bit of our plane. Now you can see right down in there. Now the key thing is to pop it in and just keep the tail nice and straight. Here we go. Once you've got it straight, then we can lock it into place, and that's where the folds you just created will help. Fold that back bit over, and look at that. That tail is now locked in place. It's not going anywhere. Perfect. Now we just need to fold her up and create our wings. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Ready to rock and roll. You've just made yourself a glider with a locked in tail. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.